Warmest of welcomes to all of you around the globe. We're just about ready to get going. The players will be with us very shortly. And our live game is Leicester against Stoke. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
We have already started here. The start of this match marks the beginning of the second half of the campaign. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
The giant, that is Peter Crouch. Prolific in scoring with his head, which at 6'7" isn't a surprise, but his technical ability is admirable, and quick feet too, that catch a lot of opponents out.
Okay, interesting. Stoke have the league's best defensive record. Costa passes it through. All the way back, and they start again. Vardy just doesn't give up. You just know he'll be in there again before long. Vardy. Stoke were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. So it is still 0-0. Steered out wide. Towering header! It's there!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Stoke take the lead.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Tries to dink it in.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Now it's Vardy. Can he finish? Really well taken goal. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Leicester grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
This is quite a run and he's not done yet. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Aspas. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Vardy doesn't get the pass he's looking for. And the first 45 minutes are up. Genuinely interesting game here. Very, very watchable. 2 goals, 1 each. The first half compared with your expectation?
Look, this match promised goals and it certainly hasn't let us down. It's been really, really entertaining.
Leicester head into the dressing room after a half in which we've seen 2 goals, 1 each, and the game right on edge. Already up and running for the second half. Out to the flank. Great leap! He's scored!
Well, this guy is just not your average footballer, alert and sharp, and while 1 or 2 others were still digesting the manager's half-time team talk, he's already delivering another lead. What a good player. Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Stoke go into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. And it's Aspas. Well, the ball's come loose, and the chase is on. Son Heung-min. He's got away. Diego Costa. Drinkwater. Loose ball, who's going to get there?
Well, it's obvious why they're still trailing. They're not enjoying enough possession.
He's gone for it! Away from immediate danger.
Leicester are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Mata gets it back. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Ball's gone out of play. 5 minutes left on the clock. Gets wrestled off the ball. Iago Aspas looking to get on the end of this. Drinkwater. It's gone for a throw-in. Now it's Crouch. It's come loose. Noble. There is the final whistle. Well, you can analyse to your heart's content. It won't change the outcome. They have lost the game. So a warm welcome to you all. We will be underway very shortly once all the pleasantries are complete. And our live game is Leicester against West Bromwich. There's the whistle. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. This could fall anywhere. A real chance to break. Leicester are on fine form so far as goals are concerned. They have scored in 5 games running. Can he finish? It's there! He was never going to miss from there.
Oh, look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was are absolutely top-notch.
Leicester take the early advantage. Mata battles to win it back. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Tries to get it forward quickly. Juan Mata lobs it in gently. And the shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path. Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Costa tries lifting it over. And the header! It's being played forward. Looks to thread it through. He could have been in, just needed a better final ball.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Hits one! And that'll be the final action of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Leicester come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting, and there is certainly plenty for us to chew on during the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Leicester going well here, and they're in a good position to kick on and add to their lead. They don't have to overcommit, but they can place more emphasis on stretching their advantage without necessarily neglecting things defensively.
Thuram. Juan Mata plays it long. Played in with accuracy. Gomez. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Front. Mata! Nenny. So Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so
In with a header! It's there! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Oh, Peter, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. His anticipation is on another level to everyone else's. Superb.
West Bromwich grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, they're back on level terms, so the guessing game goes on. As to what will happen from here, I've no idea.
Forward it goes. Now it's Juan Mata. Costa gets it back. Diego Costa shoots! Superb from Diego Costa! And again they hit the front. That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement.
And a header! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to...
And time is up. Leicester have held on. A knife-edge game, a single goal margin, but they have won it. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking? Soaking up the pre-match atmosphere here as we wait for things to get started. Won't be long now before we get through the formalities. A warm welcome, one and all. The teams then, Chelsea against Leicester. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I'm going to go for the little wriggler, that is Raheem Sterling. His small frame and pace gives him a real advantage over bigger, slower defenders. And his turning sharpness is another very tricky part of his game.
Can he score? And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Leicester take the early advantage. Chelsea have played a lot of games just lately. Squad rotation or tinkering start to become prevalent at times like this.
Absolutely. I think nowadays the science that goes on behind the scenes can tell a manager who's in the best shape, so he can use that information to judge the squad.
Now it's Hazard. Nicely completed.
Save. Can't stop thinking about it.
Down the wing. Chelsea lead the side at the moment. 5 wins out of bounds. Inside the first 10 minutes to give them a 1-1 lead. And that has been blocked away. Going through. Now it's Vardy. And a shot! Sterling absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, they say that your front lads
Shot a goal! Looking to... Is it in? We've reached half-time. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Leicester leading 1-0 at the break. Already up and running for the second half.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Leicester won a tight game last time out and look to build on that. Played out to the right. He's left his man. Juan Mata. How about it? Lichtsteiner goes looking. And it's Sterling. Lichtsteiner passes it through. Wonderful quick feet.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it.
Diego Costa shoots!
Leicester are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
So what now? Sterling.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be...
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The warmest of welcomes to you. We await the conclusion of the pre-game formalities. The teams then, Leicester against West Ham. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Begley.
Hi Peter, it's great.
And Vardy! He's going after it. Oh, sweet feet from him there. Oh, full-blooded challenge, and it had to be. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. And a header!
Good
try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Leicester were imperious when the two sides last met. Costa! And it's Juan Mata. Now it's Costa. Well read, he sorted that out. Evra. Forward it goes. Evra. Where to from here? Robinho. Looks to thread it through. Is it in? And it's a goal! First blood drawn. And however many surrounded him, that is what he can do.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow...
And Vardy! Gets it back. Vardy, the shot's on! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Play for a goal kick. Battles to win it back. Goes wide. Lovely feet. Oh, he shoots! Back of the net! And already they're looking to run away with it. And that'll be the final action of the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Leicester just didn't want the half-time whistle to be blown. Convincing and controlled.
Leicester sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. And he has been fouled there.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And it's Evra. Tries going for goal! Oh, terrific run to latch onto it, but the finish is all wrong.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. That's a poor kick by the keeper, he's just given it straight back. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Vardy has been found, pushes it out wide, has a pop! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
West Ham, their final change. Costa, out to the left it goes. Vardy. And they've got it back as Vardy! Looks like a good ball through.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frighten the people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. He's had a shot!
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
And that has been clubbed away. Leicester chosen to bring on the last of their substitutes.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
There is the final whistle. Solid, if not especially fancy, always in control. They did enough to win it. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
What I most admire about this outfit is the cohesion and the willingness to work hard as a unit, getting behind the ball, doing the ugly stuff.
Hello and a warm welcome to everyone across the globe. We should be on the way very shortly. The players will be with us any time now. The teams then, Leicester against Liverpool. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm...
Vardy! He's delivered all right!
Unbelievable. Listen, scoring early doesn't guarantee you anything, but the first goal is always important, and that's a terrific opener.
Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Vardy really showed his coolness, Peter, by not getting flustered on such a tough skill, and for me, it was controlled to perfection.
Leicester take the early advantage. Kalinic goes up and over. Drinkwater goes looking. Now the pass. Vardy, there's no flag. So who's he picking out?
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what are they trying to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back.
The shot's on! Leicester were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. And it's Kalinic. Forward it goes. Vardy with the ball through. He'll have a dip! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, talking about a man on a mission, that was a super effort.
Shaqiri tries to get it forward quickly. Vardy. Now it's Costa. Can he score? He has done it! And this is getting better and better.
Leicester are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Leicester grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next...
Is it in? There's the whistle for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Leicester sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. Here we go again. Tries a through ball. Big chance, corner. Good save, he got a decent fist on that. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Liverpool grateful to the genius of their manager last time round.
Well, Peter, he was lauded by the media, and quite rightly too. I think what he did was clever and decisive, and it just goes to show how tactically astute he is.
So what's he planning here? And it's Vardy. Passes it through. It's Costa! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Diego Costa surely had to be shot.
Vardy! And oh! They are rampant! And surely that settles it. Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
Well, the penalty box usually is the place where you get least time on the ball, and yet they were able to exchange passes.
Goes for it! Well, no doubt someone is being given special treatment here.
Yeah, and getting on the score sheet has clearly made him a marked man now.
Vardy, played out to the wing. Into the mid, massive leap! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Leicester enjoy their perfect day. For their victims, it is entirely imperfect. Comprehensive winners of a one-sided contest. the warmest of welcomes to you. We await the conclusion of the pre-game formalities. So off we go then. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking... It's Costa! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Vardy. Costa pushes it out wide. Can he score? Marvellous goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one.
He's had a shot! That is wayward.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
It's Ayew. Leicester were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. Get the better of his opposite number. Now it's Vardy. Juan Mata! And he heaves it forward. Up to meet it! In it goes! And they are disappearing out of sight. Great header, made it look easy.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
He's gone for it! And that's caused a worry or two.
Juan Mata certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Robinho looks to slip it through. He's left his man. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. And the whistle goes for half-time. Do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Leicester ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And we are already promptly back underway. Ayew. Long. With the ball through. Has a swing at it! I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Jurgen Locadia cleverly found a way of getting the shot in where others may have struggled.
Robinho just brushed off the ball there, and it's Long, tries to dink it in.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight?
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Ayew. Long. Forward it goes. Costa looking as though he's being given special treatment here. Treatment he could well do without.
Yeah, and
It's Juan Mata! Trying to get there. That intervention was very necessary. Tries to get it forward quickly. Now it's Ayew. Aimed long and direct. And it's Diego Costa. Forward it goes. Ayew. Milner. It's come loose. Robinho. And it's Diego Costa. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And that will be the final act. Leicester come away with the win. A job really well done in all departments. A real sum-of-the-parts team effort. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Leicester had a very simple tactic to implement, Peter, and they exposed their...
So hello and a warm welcome to all of you worldwide. We're just waiting for the central characters to make their appearance and then we will be underway. And here we have Leicester against Crystal Palace. I'm your commentator Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter.
Heads it! Forward it goes. Lucas Moura. Can't get the better of his opposite number. And it's Diego Costa. Costa pushes it out wide. Juan Mata. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Threw himself at it, but he's got it cleanly. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Leicester have taken 15 points from the last 15 available. Keeper goes long. Denis Suarez plays it out to the wing. Can he finish? And he's done it! Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. Crystal Palace take the lead.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Passes it through. Chan goes for the cross. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Diego Costa. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, it hasn't exactly gone to plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
And we're off again.
Leicester don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first if they don't grab an early goal in this second half. They can't hold back though.
Well, no doubt someone is being given special treatment here.
Well, he's the spearhead to the attack and they need to blunt his chances.
Can he score? Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Wonderful quick feet. So who's he picking out? Gets up to head it! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross. That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Just has to be done.
Oh, and that should have been two.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
And he's whipped it in low. Going for goal!
Leicester have a simple task to find something.
There is the final whistle. And you can analyse to your heart's content. It won't change the outcome. They have lost the game.
It's just a bad day at the office, Peter. They look below par in all areas and it has to be cause for genuine worry.
So that's it from us. Many thanks go to Jim Beglin. the warmest of welcomes to you. We await the conclusion of the pre-game formalities. And here we have Manchester against Leicester. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
They've got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Vincent Kompany, for me, is a player of true substance. He's a powerhouse defender, not easy to outpace, and he has the confidence to step into midfield with the ball and see what develops. I think he's about as solid as they come.
The scourge of so many strikers. Manchester are having to deal not just with their opponents, but also with a congested fixture list. It's at times like this when depth of resources becomes so important.
And it's a time when the
Shapes the shoots!
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Costa, right through the middle. Short. Can he put it away? He's delivered all right!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Leicester take the lead.
Oh, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Bravo sends that a long way. So what now? Now the pass. It's a face looking to shoot. Who's ball? Who's going to get that? Yaya Toure. Now it's Costa. Costa spreads it towards the left. Up he gets! Superb from Diego Costa! And they are And it's half-time here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Leicester ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. Leicester suffered a frustrating loss last time, from which the boss is hoping for a reaction. It's Diego Costa. Tries a through ball. Costa! Oh, the ball's come loose. Deftly done. And the finish! Saved only by poor finishing.
Diego Costa has actually shocked himself. Where's that hole in the ground?
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Well, this is the substitution they've all been wanting. The star signing finally gets his run out. Aguero, and back to base. Keeper's got good distance on that. Chance shoots! More and more and more and more! They are running riot! And surely that settles it. However they tried to stand in his way, he just was in with a header! Oh, not the best of headers.
No, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Manchester keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Shoots! Back of the net! And they are pulling still further away.
Produced a lovely sequence of passes there. It's a terrific brand of football to watch, and importantly, it is a strong end product.
Leicester totally rampant here. Rugani. Balassi. And it's Diego Costa. Now the pass. There's the... Heads it! Superb from Diego Costa! Well, just another one to add to what has already been an incredible haul.
Listen, when you're on an invitation to improve your goal difference, why ease off?
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Leicester tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless. Coaxed out to the wing. Oxlade-Chamberlain. There is the final whistle. Leicester enjoy their perfect day. For their victims, it is entirely imperfect. Comprehensive winners of a one-sided contest. the warmest of welcomes to you. We await the conclusion of the pre-game formalities. And our live game is Leicester against Watford. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
We have already started here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I'm going to go with Juan Mata. We know pace is not his thing. A quick brain is. He's got good vision and expert passing. He's also...
Costa! Mesut Ozil, aimed long and direct. Oh, sweet feet. In with a header! He's missed, but not by that far.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Oh, poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Cuts it out. Leicester were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. Costa goes looking, keeps everyone guessing. Diego Costa shoots! Gets it back. Leicester turned on the style in their last outing. The fans will want more of that. Leicester have the league's best defensive record. Costa plays a clever pass. Juan Mata. Diego Costa shoots!
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
And the whistle goes for half-time. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Leicester playing well with lots of opportunities and plenty positives to take from the first half, despite this scoreline. Converting chances would make a world of difference for them.
Costa. Now can he finish? Can't get the better of his opposite number. Here he's had a shot! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Leicester look as though they're about to make... Towering header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Ozil tries to get it forward quickly. It's Ozil. Mesut Ozil. Cut out in the nick of time. Robinho plays it out to the flank. He's left his man. Forward it goes. Watford, whose last result owes so much to the astuteness of their manager.
Yeah, he had a problem, but he was confident he had the players to fix it, and his willingness to take risks is what I liked, and that worked an absolute treat.
Up he gets! No mistake! Finally the breakthrough! It is a well-worked set piece and a telling header.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Watford get themselves into the lead.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Costa looks to dink one in. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And it's Okaka. Tries to get it forward quickly. Looks like a good ball. Going for goal! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Tries to... hits one! Same again, same outcome.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Great leap! Gone a long way up and away. And that will be the final act. Well, that is truly disappointing. It is a results business, and this result is worth nothing. After the winter break, the Champions League is back. Stand by for the drama of knockout football. There's the whistle, and here we go. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
It has to be the brains of the operation, Toni Kroos. He's another one of the elite passers in world football, and his consistency remains high at both club and international level, and one of the first picks in the team.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. That has put a stop to that. Going through. Juan Mata. Threw himself at
well,
it,
you could
but
see
he's
he
got
was
it
eager
cleanly.
to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Benzema plays it wide. Tadouin. The shot's on! Goal! Real Madrid!
The first touch was absolutely heavenly, and because of it, the finish was a mere formality.
Real Madrid get themselves into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team...
Up he gets! And he's there to make a great save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Mata. The ball's come loose and the chase is on.
Vardy really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
He's got away. Mata plays it forward. Plays it out to the flank. Tries a through ball. In with a header! Sticks it away!
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
Great header, made it look easy.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
And that has added a whole new and he has been fouled there. Shapes to shoot! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Genuinely interesting game here. Very, very watchable. 2 goals, One each. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
That was a fantastic 45 minutes of football. I'm really hopeful of more of the same in this second half.
It's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. If you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Leicester can feel really happy with themselves. The score
has a hit! Superb from Diego Costa! And the comeback is complete! And however many surrounded him, that is what he can do.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as an eel the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of how you've got him, how you don't. Brilliant.
Leicester go into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Into the channel. Hefty challenge, but fair enough. They've got changes here from both sides, in fact. Cristiano Ronaldo. Real Madrid have plenty in the middle.
They've planned to defend the aerial route.
And the shot! And that is doing no harm.
Well, he did get himself into a good position. Something for him to cling to.
Thuram tries to get it forward quickly.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Played out to the wing. Plays it back. Timely intervention.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
Can he score? Really well taken goal. And surely now! And that's it. Leicester have what they needed, a win and an advantage, heading into a second leg, which will test them. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Look, this is a good win for me. They know they've got...
Hello and a warm welcome to everyone across the globe. We should be underway very shortly. The players will be with us any time now. And here we have Southampton against Leicester. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's
Vardy! That really should have hit the net.
Well, I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back-page headlines there. Well, the first attempt hasn't quite drawn first blood, but they've got a slight edge.
Vardy, and Vardy! Oh, just fizzes past the post.
Vardy probably tried a bit too hard then. He should have relied on technique as opposed to power. Yeah, this has been pretty decisive, no doubt as to who the better side is.
Tries lifting it over. They've won a corner. Boots it to safety. And it's Marcos Alonso. And he's there to hoof it away. Costa, it's got through. He's gone for it! Just a whisker away. Southampton were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. Goalkeeper's ball. Drinkwater passes it forward, long and high towards the flank. Juan Mata, that is to massive leap! Well read, he sorted that out. Gets it upfield. And he's made certain that won't get through. Tries a through ball. Now has a hit! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Leicester got as close can be, right on the whistle, but it was not to be. So there was the first half.
Leicester ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in this second half.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. Vardy! Good clearance now, can they make something of it? Højbjerg plays it forward.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
So, time for changes on both. Tries one! Yes, it's in! And finally, he has breathed life into the game!
An exhibition in how to finish with a minimum of fuss.
Leicester give themselves the perfect start. Can they build on it?
Look, I'm sure that silencing the crowd would have been mentioned in the dressing room beforehand. And just listen.
He's got away.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
This isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope. Shoots! Superb from Diego Costa! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
Leicester get themselves a two-goal cushion.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
The movement was good, but the pass...
And time is up. Leicester did it. Terrific team effort to satisfy both the boss and the fans. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Leicester will walk away happy from this with such a show of defensive solidity and maturity.
So a warm welcome to you all. We will be underway very shortly, once all the pleasantries are complete. And here we have Huddersfield against Leicester. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Leicester have an early lead. Good start. Tries a through ball. Costa plays it out to the wing. Diego Costa shoots!
Yeah, just thinking about the goalkeeper again, he really had to be at his best, didn't he?
Has a hit! Van Basten. Leicester have won all of their last 5 away games. They scored inside the first 10 minutes to make it 1-0. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Has a pop! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Huddersfield will try it again now. Robinho. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? That'll be a corner. And Vardy! Oh, brilliant from Vardy! 2 to the good. They have breathing space. It's going to be the final action of the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Leicester, can he put it away? They are rampant! And the lead is extended still further. With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
There's the obvious danger man here, and yet he was afforded way too much freedom. I think he was gifted that goal. His reputation should have been warning enough for them.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Looks like a good ball through. Going through. Oh, the ball's come loose. Van Basten! Sticks it away. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? It's a very good bat. Up to meet it! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Now it's and Vardy! No, not quite.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
Up for the header! Superb from Diego Costa!
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a...
Costa! Really well taken goal. Over the hills and far away. No catching them now. Leicester tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless. And the referee brings it to a close. Leicester, very much the dominant side, almost the only side. Every time they got on the ball, they looked like scoring. It is... Hello and a warm welcome to everyone across the globe. We should be underway very shortly. The players will be with us any time now. And here we have Leicester against Tottenham. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up. He's had a go! Fished it away. No, he didn't quite meet it right. Repelled by the keeper. So what's he planning here? Son Heung-min. Leicester were imperious when the two sides last. Great leap! It's in! That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
Leicester have an early lead. Good start. Llorente. Forward it goes. And it's Son Heung-min. Leicester produced one of their best performances of the season last time. An absolute demolition job. Hoists it high. Danny Rose plays it forward. Llorente. Robinho. Now it's Costa. Keeper's got good distance on that. He's left his man. Ball is over the line. Looks like a good ball through. Goes for it! Played out to the right. Going through. Vardy. Vardy with a shot! First 45 minutes are up. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well, there's good movement off the ball, the passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Leicester, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. The shot's on! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Oh, fists it away. Costa, towering header! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Oh, he really wanted that.
Yeah, and you can hear how the...
Up to meet it! He's got away with one there. It so nearly came off for him.
Diego Costa certainly tends to cast his influence, and he's in imposing mood.
Can he put it away? Superb from Diego Costa! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve it.
Gets up to head it! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Oh, he really wanted that.
Diego Costa, very nearly making something happen there. You can't keep a good man down.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Tottenham come into this match following a triumph for the boss last time.
He's a manager who...
Going for goal! More and more and more and more! They are running riot! And the lead is 3! It is surely done!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
3 without and the finish! It's a goal! And they are pulling still further away.
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Here's a change that was in the offing. Last one allowed.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Leicester tear their opponents apart once again. Costa! Superb from Diego Costa! This is as ruthless as it gets.
Well, I wasn't expecting them to go this big, Peter, but they have been superb.
And just like that, he helps himself to another hat-trick. Leicester totally rampant here. Long and high towards the flank. To get it forward quickly. Now the pass. He's got options out wide. And that's been won straight back. Costa with the ball through. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A demolition, destruction, annihilation. They simply ran away with it. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, looking back on this, the early goal had a big influence on what unfolded and allowed them to dictate with comfort.
Well, that's the lot for now. Thanks to you, Jim, and goodbye. Hello and welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. We have quite a game in prospect here, just waiting for the players to emerge, and we will be underway. The teams then, Real Madrid against Leicester. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
And so the distinctive sound of the UEFA Champions League anthem. Real Madrid are in a 3-5-2 formation.
Well, Peter, this system promotes wing-backs who can either give the team a back five or indeed a front four.
So it's away we go then. Leicester made the most of their home advantage, winning the first leg. Up he gets! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Leicester can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source. Real Madrid have really got the wind in their sails, and I'm not sure whether this team has an anchor.
Walters. The shot's on! Goal! Real Madrid! And Real Madrid are ahead! Bale duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Oh look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was are absolutely top-notch.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead. Hoists it high. Juan Mata. So who's he picking out? Going for goal! And it's in the back of the net!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
Leicester go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Look, it's a whole different ball game now, Peter, and it's a test of how they manage affairs from here.
Isco. In comes the corner. That is going out for a goal kick. Vardy, done very well to intervene. And the finish! Oh, it's there! And the comeback is complete! Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
Leicester grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Nicely controlled. Juan Mata. There's the whistle for half-time. Leicester come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. So there was the first half.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Leicester head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. And the game has already resumed here. A real chance to break. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. And it's Benzema. It's a loose ball. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Great strike, but the keeper's equal to it. Leicester disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Just brushed off the ball there. Robinho looks to clip it forward. Mata throws, great challenge. Well, it's a safety in numbers approach to defending here.
Yeah, but dropping deep can bring more trouble.
Yeah?
Well, shots from distance and space in wider positions, besides the obvious issue of inviting most of your opposition high up the pitch.
Now it's Benzema! And that could come back to haunt them.
When it needed something decisive, he showed too many mixed signals.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. 5 minutes left on the clock. Costa! Bale. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Into the channel. Looks to set one up. There is the final whistle. Victory in round one. Still plenty to do, but the job is started. Your reflections then, Jim?
Look, you often need resolve and resilience when under more pressure away from home, but I thought their efforts deserved that.
think we're just about ready to get going here. A warm welcome to you wherever you are in the world. The teams then, Newcastle against Leicester. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
And already we're underway here. And the through ball is intercepted. That's great strength on the ball. Vardy spreads it towards the left. And Vardy! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Well, great leap! Forward it goes. Vardy floats one, hits one! There it is! Costa with the smoothest one-on-one finish. He is one very cool customer.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing suicide.
Broken, it's 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Out to the left it goes. Lovely bit of... Up he gets! Vardy! This man is special! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. What a great header. Got plenty on that.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Leicester get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under...
Looking to shoot! And more, and more, and more! And already they're looking to run away with it!
Leicester are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Leicester take a 3-goal lead, and they are romping out of sight. Well read, he sorted that out. Looks to... Can he finish? Cabella. Cabella. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. As easy as 1, 2, 3. It really has been that straightforward halfway through the match, but very little to suggest that much will change over the second half.
Peter, do I really need to say anything, or can I simply refer you to the scoreline?
Leicester very much in control here, 3 up and cruising. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Drinkwater. And it's Diego Costa. Hoists it up. Vardy with a shot! Tries lifting it over, right through the middle. Cut out in the nick of time. He's done well to tidy up the situation. Newcastle keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think...
Shot a goal! And he should have made it 4.
Oh, his instinct was brilliant, but not the finish.
some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Costa. Diego Costa. Muscle has a hit! Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Leicester still contemplating when to use their last remaining substitute. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Romario. Is it in? Oh, taken with style! More and more and more and more! They are running riot! However they tried to stand in his way, he just was not to be denied.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked a scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
3 in the last game, 3 in this one. He is a man on fire. Leicester tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless. Timely intervention. There is the final whistle. A demolition, destruction, annihilation. They simply ran away with it. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Leicester simply made their superiority count. They found cruise control quite early and didn't need to go to turbo.
Well, that's the lot for now. Thanks to you, Jim, and goodbye. Hello and a warm welcome to everyone across the globe. We should be underway very shortly. The players will be with us any time now. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
So we're up and running. Played out to the right. Gets on the end of it. So what now? Surely. And it is a goal kick. Looks to slip it through. He's left his man. Forward it goes. Looks to thread it through. Tries a through ball.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
And it's Diego Costa. And Vardy! That was venomous. Plays it out to the wing. Played out to the wing.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Costa plays it out to the flank. Juan Mata! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Juan Mata did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Wrestled off the ball, tries to get it forward quickly. Long and high towards the flank. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. And the counter is on. Now the pass. Has a hit! Shoots! It's in!
Well, let me assure you that scoring just before half-time is always a real treat. And when it's one of your top talents who delivers it, it just seems to fuel confidence that little bit more.
He was really quick to react to the initial save and has his reward.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Leicester break the... That'll be the final action of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleasing the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Leicester leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. That gets things going for the second half.
Leicester going well here, and they're in a good position to kick on and add to their lead. They don't have to overcommit, but they can place more emphasis on stretching their advantage without necessarily neglecting things defensively.
Going through, played it, meets it first time! Another chance!
Juan Mata simply can't escape his critics. He deserves an earful after that.
Now it's Costa.
Diego Costa really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
Mata shapes the shoots! Oh, brilliant from Vardy! And this is getting better and better.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Changes here from both sides, in fact. Leicester take a 2-goal lead and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Oh, that is lovely footwork. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Could have here their final chance. Heads it! Aimed long and direct. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Looking to shoot! And there goes the final whistle. 1 foot firmly in the next round. Victory away from home. Home comforts to come. Much of the job is done. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Leicester simply imposed their strength from start to finish, and this became as predictable as predicted.